On the show today, we're joined by Kerry from Kalisan, and she shows us how to make this fantastic classic wall from some of the beautiful Kalisan colours, and also shows us how to add bits as well. Hello, Greg from Balloon Market here, and welcome to BMTV. And we have a new guest in this studio. It is Kerry from Kalisan.
Hello.
First time in the studio.
Yes, I love it.
It's nice, isn't it?
Yeah, really nice.
Better than the last one.
And you got more of a team as well.
I know, they keep
like
growing.
More cameras.
More cameras, yeah. So we've got 4 cameras on us today. Apparently a camera adds £10, so we've got £40
It's right.
added today.
I slipped them 50 quid to make it slimmer.
You got the slimming filter.
Yeah.
Oh man, they still struggle with that for me. Anyway, welcome.
Thank you.
How are you?
Yeah, I'm really well, thank you.
How's life? How's Kalisan?
Yeah, really good. I mean, I've been with them now a year, and that has literally flown by. But no, I've really enjoyed it, still in the balloon industry.
Loving the brand?
Loving the brand, yes. And,
Good.
you know, I'm in a really lucky position that they are really supportive of myself, and I can talk to the artists and then feed that back so we can be the brand that listens and brings products to the market that people need. So,
well, we do sell a lot of Kalisan. You may be aware. We do sell quite a bit.
yes.
So, and I reckon that's for a reason. We've always said that we won't sell anything but quality, and, you know, people buy it. So there you go. Boom.
But at the same time, you know, if there is anything, we want to be the brand that listens to all our customers.
Yeah.
So if there is any problems, please reach out either on social media, email. We're human. It's us you're talking to, and then we can feed that back and make sure that, you know, we can get anything sorted.
And we do the same. So if we hear anything about the balloons, we'll always feed that back to you, and we can sort it. So.
But touch wood, the product talks for itself, and I don't have that many faults.
Yes,
so
yes. Fingers crossed.
winner,
Touch
winner.
woods. All of that. Touch woods. Touch wood. Anyway, today, what are we going to do? I'm guessing something to do with this wonder wall.
Wonder wall. There's a song for that.
Today is going to be the day we're going to learn to make a wall. By now, you should have somehow realised. Kalisan's really good. Anyway,
what are you going to do?
Anyway, I don't know. Anyway, come on. We're going to do a wall.
Yes, so we released in February the new Pale Macaron range. So I thought it was really nice to show the standard Macaron range with the Pale Macaron range, so you can see the difference in the colours and shades.
Right, okay, yeah.
And I'm a classic girl, love organics, but for me, my previous training was classics, and I see it coming back through a lot more now. I wanted to come on and show a nice Duplets square pack wall where you can see the colour, but you can also see a classic design, which is really easy.
So what colours have we got here?
Okay, so we have the Macaron pink, Macaron pale pink,
Okay.
Macaron green,
Okay.
Macaron pale green.
These are creative names. I love them. I'll get blue.
Macaron blue.
Oh, wow.
But wait for it.
Okay.
Macaron baby blue.
Baby blue.
So I'm going to just speak about this one. So we always had the plan to bring the paler ranges out, but we brought the blue out first, and then the other ones at a later date. So that's why that one's got a different name at the moment, and it's the Macaron baby blue.
Okay.
And then we got Macaron salmon, pale Macaron salmon, Macaron lilac, and Macaron pale lilac.
Okay.
And over here, we've got Macaron yellow and Macaron pale yellow.
Okay, very good. All right, so there you go. Very, very creative names.
They
Love
are.
them. I mean, they're names that you understand as well.
Yeah, and the reason we brought them out, there was a lot of double stuffing on the market to make the real pale pastel colours.
I know.
So, you know, we're really lucky. We can be quite reactive with trends.
It was genius, to be honest. I thought that was really good. So rather than spending twice as much per balloon by putting another balloon inside it, you've got the colour there ready to go.
Yeah, perfect. Less money, more profit in your back pocket.
Indeed, indeed. Right, that's.
So for this design, you need some Macaron line, scissors, 12-inch balloons, and some 260s.
Okay.
That's it. And obviously the balloons that you do. So what I've done is I've got a twin air here, sized it to 1.5. So I'm just going to show how to do a duplet now, which is really simple. But with this, you need to make sure your tying's really nice and tight. So we've got one of each. Now, when you're blowing the balloons up smaller than the full size they go, it's really important just to roll this down so you're actually filling up the bulb with the balloon.
Okay, yeah.
So you get the best colour. So I've just rolled those down there. And then it's nice and round as well. Then for this, you're literally just going to, I say make them twins. So you're going to pull them apart, Then this hand is going to go round once, twice, and then like you're tying your shoes, a nice knot there.
Okay, you make that look so simple.
It is simple. Do you want to go?
No.
No? So I'm just going to show that again, just so that people
Okay,
get that.
I'll hold this. I'll be the holder.
Thank you. So pop them on, machine to 1.5. Now you can size it to any size you want as long as they're all the same the whole way through the designs. So again, stretch, and like the necks are really long, and for me, you're the boss. You can be really tough on these balloons. If they're going to pop, you want them to pop when you're actually making them rather than when you give them to your customer. So give them a pull, round once, twice.
That's a good point, actually. Be really rough with them when you're tying them together, and if anything's going to go wrong, it'll go, that's a really good, I've never thought of that before.
Yeah, because most people, when they see balloons, there's normally children around. First thing they're going to do is like grab it.
Yeah.
So I think the stronger you are when you're making it, you know that it's going to be strong and stay how it's meant to be when you've actually delivered it. So that's that bit. So if you're doing it with a hand sizer, so 1.5 on this machine is actually 7 inches.
Okay.
So what I'm going to do, I'll do it with a hand pump and then
But it's exactly the same. If you do have a cheaper inflator, you would just inflate it to roughly that size and then use the sizer.
And then use the sizer, yeah. And then I like to squish them so they're nice and round here. And then all you're going to do is you're not forcing it through, you're just gently pushing it through. Like so.
It's years since I've done that.
Do you want to go?
No. I love the way you keep offering.
I'll get you doing something at some point.
No, you won't.
And then same principle. Pull once, twice.
Okay, good.
Done. Okay. So I have already, because I've done 30.
Do you want me to grab them? I'll be the grabber.
That'd be perfect. So I have actually done 30 along here.
Do I need them? Do I need to get them all out?
They will be all used.
Okay.
They will, to make sure they're the same size. So this is when you use the Dacron. Now you can use modelling balloons, but for me I like to use Dacron at this point because it's
Balloons fell out.
easier to get it nice and tight. And then I use the 260s to attach them there.
Okay.
So to start it off, all I'm going to do is wrap it like that. So some people can tie it, but if you do that, it just kind of stays in there as you go.
Okay.
Now,
So you're not even tying it?
no. Save your hands.
Okay.
So now what you need to do, you need to focus on a colour. So either the light or the darker. And then what you do, I don't know where best, is that here?
Hey.
So the first one, if I do it this way, that's the only bit you've got to be careful with.
Well, you're getting yourself in a mess.
I know, I'm getting tangled, aren't I? But it's good for this to happen because it shows you what can happen. Right. So you're going across like that. And then this is coming up, 1, 2.
Okay.
Okay, then this one is coming back over that way. 1, 2. Then that way.
And once you've done a
1,
few, you just
2.
follow it through. You just keep.
1, 2.
And you just keep going.
A few moments later.
So at the end, what I'm going to do is going to cut the Dacron line even a little bit.
Yeah.
I'm going to make a loop, go through the balloons, come down and then through the hole I've made.
Yeah.
If you can see it there, then pull that through. And then that helps keep it nice and tight on the end.
Nice.
So with this wool, the inflation is what takes the time.
Yeah.
The tying it is easy.
Yeah.
And it's a bit like when you do the rainbow, but you obviously make balloons smaller as you go down. This is just the same size all
So
the way.
if you were doing this for a client and say it was about this size, I guess if you've got a van, you can just do all these columns separately and then load them in the van. In fact, you could probably tie a couple of them together, couldn't you?
Yep.
Or do you only tie them onto the poles?
No, I did the poles at the end. I literally
Okay,
stick the poles
all right.
into the back.
So you could actually make the whole wall and sort of squeeze it into
Squeeze
your van.
it in. Yep.
Okay.
Definitely.
All right, so what are we doing now?
So now we're going to rest this on top of here. So this is where. what I'm going to do, I'm going to slip it onto here just so that we've got it.
I've stuck it on this end as well. Look at that. I got involved.
You did.
Got involved.
So now what we want to do, we want to attach this so it's nice and tight.
Okay. Yeah, because that's okay. I see what you mean.
I wouldn't use the pole just to secure it. So what we're going to do is take the air out of a 260.
So these are new 260s?
This is actually part of the old ones.
Okay, but we've got new 260s.
We have got new ones, which I will show you.
And new because it is, well, this is probably going out in April 2024. If you're watching this in 2027, it's probably not new anymore. Well, it's not new anymore. Anyway.
So when I joined Kalisan, the 260s were very known for tying, which they're amazing for that. But there's a massive market that I felt that we were missing in the entertainer twister market.
Yeah.
Back when I first started the industry, which was 20 years ago now,
Yeah.
long time, there was a big gap between decorators and twisters. Now that gap has closed with distortion and air-fill products that people are using twisting. So we sent out our 260s to a few artists around the world that are twisters and said, what do we need to do to make our product the best on the market for that? So this is what we've come up with. We've now got 160s, 360s and 260s.
Okay.
And we put them into 50 counts, nozzles up. So for the entertainers, they can literally just rip, stick into their bags. But for also the decorators, they're quite nice and easy to manage and tidy and stuff in that as well.
Yeah.
So
I like them.
yes, I think they're going to be really popular. And we've had really good feedback on the few samples that I've had. So
Brilliant.
happy days.
Okay.
Right, so what we're going to do, if I give you that one, you can do one side, I'll do the other.
Oh, don't ask me to do stuff.
No, you can do
What
it.
am I doing?
So what we're going to do is we are going to find a neck.
I'm worried I'm going to burst with my watch. So
You'll be all right. They're undersized, they should be fine.
I know.
A neck and tie that on at the end.
So I'm tying onto the neck down here.
Yeah.
So you make it sound easy. It's the tying a knot thing that is difficult.
It just comes with practice. If you
I know,
can do
well,
it, anyone can do it, yeah?
I know that because I am very incompetent when it comes to this kind of, no, I genuinely am.
Do you know what, when I first started, I couldn't tie a knot.
And how many years did it take you?
Not very long.
Yeah,
It's just practice.
Okay, what do I do now?
Okay, so now what we're going to do, we're going to push down, and what you want is like that, so that the balloon sits in between.
Okay.
So what we're going to do now is we're going to push down, pull up to the top, and really pull that 260.
Okay, I'm pulling.
Yeah, and do like a triangle down.
A triangle down, okay.
Yeah.
And then where?
around another one at the bottom. the pink.
Another pink, okay.
Pink. You got it?
Yeah, I think so.
You've
I'm worried
got
I'm going to break the 260.
You won't. They're strong.
I know, but I'm stronger. Okay, all right. You've gone really fast. Have I done this right?
Yeah. And then when you get to an end, just find a neck inside and tie it off.
I've run out of 260. I'm worried I'm not going to be able to do this.
So tie
Oh, you do it, you do
The
it.
good thing is Kalisan's got really long necks.
Yeah, this is how you tie
So
a knot,
that can
everybody.
help.
Look at that.
So
Look.
literally
Genius.
in, and then you can just do this and it will hide itself. Push it in. Done.
That's simple.
Easy.
That was a wonder wall.
Wonder Wall.
Very good.
So for me, when I used to do a lot of corporate jobs, they loved the classic.
Yeah.
Because, you know, you can have patterns in it as well. So it doesn't, we've gone straight because we wanted to show the colours. But you can do it so that you've got a logo in there.
Yeah.
You can do it so it's squared. There's so much you can do. And it's actually cheap, quick, once you know the technique.
And you can make it really big. You can make it this size.
Yeah.
Lots of flexibility.
Obviously, shimmer walls are really popular at the moment.
Yeah.
If you haven't got one, what you could do is make it half the size.
Yeah.
And then offer a shimmer wall as well.
Okay. Yeah.
Or this size. So
Yeah.
it just gives you an option of being able to do it. And it's the perceived value that you're going to make the money on,
Yeah.
because actually material-wise it's quite cheap
Not
to
a
make.
lot, yeah. How many balloons are there in this then?
So we have 60, 120, 240, 360.
360. So
So
four
it's
bags
not
of
many at
balloons,
all.
really. Well, more than that because there's more colours.
Yeah,
But yeah, cost-wise.
but it is quite cheap
Yeah.
to have a big, nice effect.
So you've got a
on that.
wall. It's all very nice and everything. I want it fancy,
want it
Kerry.
fancy,
Make it
okay.
fancy. What can you do to make it fancy?
So what you could do, you could add a little bit of organic.
Okay.
So you could either add a bit on a corner, which I did make something earlier.
Actually, no, I made something earlier, actually.
okay.
Can we use mine?
Of course you can.
Okay, here we are.
Perfect. So with this,
I think I did a good job here.
I think you did all right.
Yeah,
You've
yeah.
added a bit of everything.
Yeah, I have, yeah.
So you could add a little bit of organics on the side.
Go on then.
You want me to add that in?
Yeah.
So again, my favourite balloons, 260s.
What do you want me to grab? I can grab something. Oh, I can hold this.
You can hold this one. So all I'm going to do is pull that round so that it's got an attachment point at the end.
Okay.
Come round.
I'm going to have to go over here now if you're that side. I didn't think it's
Sorry.
through.
I'm just going to pull it through and wrap it around part of the wall. Again, if I want to fix another bit, I could find a neck of the balloon,
Yeah.
pull that round. Pull that in.
And just have a play with it, really. Are you going to find another neck?
I am.
Oh, genius.
And just pull that through. And wrap that in.
Okay.
So you
Right.
could do that, and you can obviously, we've done a little bit here, but you can take this as much as you want. You could bring it up and go around. You can bring a bit in the
Yep.
bottom.
Yeah.
So that bit's there, so you could do that. You could also add some modelling balloons on.
Let's do that. I'm going to make
Yeah?
Oh, it's better.
Now, Greg, I'm going to be 100% honest. I am not a twister.
Show me.
Like, I can do the
Oh,
odd
God,
bit.
you're right, aren't you?
I can do
That
the
is
odd bit.
an organic, twisted, floral piece.
Yes. However, you know, this is okay, but you have got amazing artists that you've had on the show recently.
We have, yes.
Which I would suggest watching their videos rather than.
Are you referring to
myself.
Mr. Rob Driscoll, the bow tie balloon guy?
I am indeed.
Yeah.
And you've got Dr. Bob, he's on
Dr.
twisting
Bob as well. Who else have we had on? Who else have we had on?
So there are
Sorry,
some,
Mike's taking a photo, everybody.
So there are some phenomenal twisters that I would say this is something that I need to set as a goal for me to be better at. But I just wanted to throw something together just to show you that, again, you could use real flowers, you could use fake flowers,
Yep.
or you can just add a bit of twisting. Because the great thing about twisting is the balloons don't cost that much.
Yeah.
So again, perceived value.
And that's the thing, is perceived value. So that costs pennies,
Yes.
literally pennies, to create that. But from a value point of view, particularly to your consumer that doesn't know any different,
Yeah.
it just looks fancy. Fancy and expensive. Looks
Again,
fancy.
I'm just using necks. And I'm just pulling it in.
Very good.
There we go. And again, it can look completely different if you're having a plain coloured wall and having multicolours coming out around the back. They can look gorgeous. And I think they're a great photo backdrop as well for any event.
I agree. Very good.
And I reckon you could do it.
I couldn't do it.
You could, easy.
Well, if I focus, maybe I could. But we're not going to. We're not going to. Anyway, Kerry, thank you for that.
You're very welcome.
As a guest on BMTV, you get to ask everybody the question of the week. Can you ask a question that people please answer?
Oh, please answer.
Or please ask a question that people answer. That's what I meant.
Okay.
So everybody, I want you to answer this question. This is really, really important. This is a really important question. This is, of all the questions that you've never answered, please respond to this one.
What is the best brand of tea bags out there?
Okay, oh, tea bag. Oof, this is going to kick off.
I know that Julie Dunham will be
Julie
going,
Dunham will be
Yorkshire
like,
tea!
Yorkshire tea. Julie, you're wrong. PG Tips all the way.
Oh.
Why have PG Tips got, don't shake your head, Mike. Why have PG Tips gone from the pyramid back to the normal tea bag? Mike?
They changed the design so that the new tea bag is a perfect brew in 60 seconds, because when you mentioned that at the office, I Googled it.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
Knowledge is power.
I think it's probably more to do with costs. It's probably cheaper to do 2 bits of tea bag rather than a funky pyramid. Anyway, leave your comments down below on Facebook and on YouTube. What's your favourite tea bag? Favourite tea? Tea? Tea. We'll extend it to tea.
Tea.
It doesn't just have to be
What's
tea
your
bag.
favourite brand of tea?
Favourite brand of tea? Kerry, thank you very much. It's been
Thank
lovely
you,
having you here in the studio. And thank you, everybody, for watching. Thank you for subscribing. If you haven't, please do, and hit the bell icon. You'll be notified every single time we upload a new show. Check us out on Instagram and check us out on TikTok, where the fun stuff happens. Stay happy, stay positive. See you next week. Bye.
Bye.